Hello my friends, and welcome back to the Victoria Marie YouTube channel. Today I am talking about a project called One Little Word, and my word for this year is slow. My plan is to explore the idea of slowing down a bit and enjoying my life. I found that I've been going at warp speed for so long, and that has had somewhat of an adverse effect on my personal life and my business. Since 2019, I've been participating in the One Little Word project, which the idea behind it is that you select a word that you can live through for 12 months and see how that word impacts your life. Most of my words have been really active over the years, like create and make. But my reason why this year, why I chose slow, is because, well, I need to pump the brakes a little bit. I don't want to feel like I am constantly on a hamster wheel trying to figure things out, just trying to go through life from one thing or the other, and I'm just missing out on things that I feel that are important to me. The One Little Word project was introduced to the storytelling community through industry leader and my friend Ali Edwards about 12 years ago. Combining the idea of focusing on a word with storytelling is something that was greatly appealing to me, and this is a project that I absolutely love coming back to over the past few years. This particular project is very flexible. We have a lot of people in the One Little Word community who like to document their word and the journeys that they go on with their word by way of a scrapbook album or a folio or a traveler's notebook, and we have many people in the community who do not use any of those materials. In fact, you need none of this. Some of our community members just choose to reflect upon their word throughout the year. The vessel I'm using to document my word is a 6x8 album. This is a part of the 2023 One Little Word collection, along with these beautiful textured papers. I just love all that distressing there at the top. And I think that these pattern papers measure about 8.5 by 10, but don't quote me on that. I'm going to post links down below to the One Little Word project if you want to learn more, and then also a link to available products if you're interested. Now, for full disclosure, I am a part of the One Little Word team of instructors. This is my third year being a part of this team, so if you're in the community, then I will see you all throughout the year. But as we mention often, you don't need any of these materials to participate. I like the idea of creating a scrapbook to document my one little word, and I'll continue to share the progress of this project throughout the year. We also have some prompts, and we have prompts every month. And for January, we talk about setting intentions and really documenting what we're looking forward to and what we're kind of scared of with regards to our word. And as I mentioned, the word slow excites and scares me because it's very difficult for me to slow down, but I'm also ready and I much need to slow down as well. So I look forward to filling out those prompts this month. There's also some 6x8 pattern papers, and you can use these as inserts or any way that you want to in your project. And also included is this heart and semicircle insert as well. They're already punched, so you can slip those right in that 6x8 album. This one's one of my favorite. It has 6 2x2 squares at the top. You can put photos there. And also included is this vellum sheet that has a bunch of text going across it in Ali Edwards handwriting. Of course, there are a series of stamps that you can purchase as well. There's heart stamps, letter stamps, phrase and label stamps, as well as another text phrase stamp set that you can use for your project. Also included in this year's collection are some butterfly chipboard stickers with gold foiling, as well as some floral stickers and these tab stickers. In addition to that, there is a set of 4x6 pocket cards with the month of the year, January through December. There are some acetate phrases along with a sticker, which I think I might actually put on my corkboard to leave out year-round. There's also these really beautiful fabric labels that I know I'm going to use all throughout my album, as well as these cards that have some quotes. And Ali is really good about including thought-provoking and motivational quotes in her collections. Also included are these fun pockets and little inserts come out, so you can use that for journaling, as well as some cardstock labels. Some of them are just plain, and then others have gold foiling with some quotes. You also receive this set of acetate labels with gold foiling and text, as well as these acetate circles that have text as well as many different designs that you can use throughout your project. Also included are a larger set of labels. These are cardstock labels that you can use to journal on, to do some stamping and whatnot. Now, I am combining some of my older one little word collections with my new collection. So I have these galvanized tins that I purchased from Target a few years ago. I'm just going to take all of the older bits and pieces into a tin that I have labeled older one little word products. And then I have a bin that's labeled new, and that way I'm getting through some of the new stuff and supplementing that with some of the old things in my stash. Now that I have all my products sorted, I'm going to go ahead and organize everything in this tiered container that I purchased from the Container Store many years ago. So I like to begin this project by setting up my one little word album, and I'm going to build on this throughout the year, and I'll certainly share more as the year goes on. The first part of this album are 3x4 pocket cards, and these cards actually came in last year's collection, but I believe you can get similar as a digital, in a digital form. But what you do is you write your word, you define your word, you find a quote about your word, write a letter to yourself, and talk about what you invite your word to do for you this year. Then I also added in our prompts, and these are printed. You can also access them digitally on the Allie Edwards website and print those out. And you just follow the prompts. And basically it's just setting us up for the year, asking us what our intentions are, what we're excited about for our word, and what we're kind of fearful about with our word. And just sort of setting up the pace for how we want to live through our word over the next 12 months. I also like to do a little bit of decorating in this album. So I'm going to take one of these quote cards along with some of the plain labels. I'm going to create a small cluster here on this floral pattern paper. All that beautiful gold foiling is just gorgeous. And I want to make sure that I'm keeping things clean and simple, because for me, there's going to be a lot of documentation, a lot of journaling for this project as I'm talking about how I feel with the word slow and how I'm living through this word this year. But of course I'm a scrapbooker, so of course there's a lot of embellishing and things that I want to do too. So I'm going to strike a balance in between the two. I decided to use the chipboard gold foiled butterflies just to kind of play off the background and add some texture to kind of feel like those butterflies are popping out of the background of that pattern paper. And I'm going to slip that right into a page protector. And later I'm going to add a 6x8 photo of myself to add to the album. Now I will fill in those journaling prompts throughout the month. I don't want to rush myself. In the past I have, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to take my time and respond to those prompts. Next, I want to decorate sort of the entry point of my album, and at first I thought I was going to do a little bit of stamping, so I grabbed a piece of foam to make it easier to stamp, as well as some Allie Edwards ink, which I don't believe she offers ink anymore on her website. But I'm going to use the letters that came in the collection to stamp out the word slow. But the problem is I did not space my letters correctly, and so I'm going to end up not having enough space for the W. So what I do instead is find another label that's a little bit longer so that I can spell out the word. And of course, this time I want to space out my letters. And I'm going to make it easier on myself by using my stamp platform, my Misty stamp positioner, to make sure I have those stamps straight as can be or close to it. Sorta. It's good enough. This label will serve as an anchor for the other embellishments that I'm going to use. I have an acetate circle as well as one of the fabric labels. I'm going to go ahead and put down the label that I stamped on, and then I'm going to add some red line tape to the back of the acetate label. I'm going to position it in such a way that it's hidden underneath the label that I stamped on. And then I have a fabric label as well that's going to go along with the layering, and then I'll add 2 of the chipboard butterflies to finish it off. Once this piece is complete, I add it to my album and I am all set to go. So as I mentioned earlier, I will take some time this month to go in and fill out the prompts, and I'll be sharing more not only on my YouTube channel but also on Instagram. So you can find me at Victoria Marie Scraps on Instagram. I also printed out a 6x8 photo that I took of me sipping some tea, and the white space on my teacup there, I'm going to spell out the word slow. I just haven't decided if I want to stamp that out or use letter stickers to put there on the mug. So we'll see. That'll be a game time decision. I anticipate that this word is going to challenge me, but it's also going to teach me a lot of things this year. I am trying to be intentional with how I approach things in my personal life as well as professionally. But more importantly, I just want to enjoy my life and slow down a bit. It is long overdue. If you're participating in One Little Word, or if you're interested, please let me know in the comment section. I also posted some links as well in the description if you want to learn more about this project. And if you're looking for more Victoria Marie content, make sure you click on the videos here on screen, and I'll see you in the next one.